Hey guys, welcome back to the Pimax booth here at CES 2020. As I said in my last video, it's the last day of CES exhibition. It's less people here today. A lot of people are leaving already at this time. It's 12 o'clock. But that actually gives me a good opportunity to make some more videos, hopefully more than these two I've made already. I'm also going to try the Yaw VR with Pimax later on, hopefully with my girlfriend. Which you will see on video for the first time probably, and also my cameraman Carl. So guys, in this video I'm gonna ask people what they think about the 8KX. I want more impressions from people, so let's go, come on.
I don't grind forfeit. No, the way it works is...
These guys just tested the 8KX, both of them, so we'll see what they feel about it. No, it just vanished. I would like to ask you a couple of questions. Are you okay with that?
Sure. No problem. I just had the most fantastic experience in a flight simulator. I wasn't flying it, but I keep coming to CES. I've been coming for over 20 years.
Yes.
And every year I look around to find a better VR headset. And this one, right now...
The Vision 8KX, yes.
Okay, that headset is the best I've seen yet, ever.
Wow,
with
that's so nice to hear. You tried the combat simulator, the digital combat simulator, right?
Matthew can tell you what it was I flew.
Yeah, digital combat simulator, the default aircraft, free flight over Nevada, just south of Las Vegas actually. So it's a nice flight simulator. It has a lot of instruments, a lot of writing, a lot of text, a lot of things that would be hard to see outside of a sort of military aircraft, but we also have the civilian aircraft simulator over there, and people seem pretty happy with both of them.
Yeah. By the way, this is Matthew Hines, right? Am I telling it right, Hines?
Thank you.
This is one of my good friends here. He's helping out us a little bit here by the booth. He's done an incredible job, actually.
He gave me a great tour. It was absolutely wonderful.
I'm not surprised.
A remarkable job.
Actually, this guy, Matthew, actually made the digital combat simulator to run smooth as butter on the 8KX here with beautiful graphics. I don't know what you did really, but you were calculating the resolutions and the super sampling and everything. You know, when I set up this computer, digital combat simulator was running in like 40 frames per second. How did you manage it?
Well, just figured out the algorithm for SteamVR resolution, actually PyTool resolution, then SteamVR video resolution, then the application resolution, and then the internal super sampling that DCS World does, which is pixel density. You kind of want to lower that because it seems to impact the CPU, which is single threaded in the case of DCS World. And when you put those numbers together, you're looking to get about a total super resolution of 1.25 to 1.5 times native, ideally. Although, of course, native resolution on the 8KX is going to be way better than 2.0 super sampling on a 5K plus. But still, you want to get somewhat higher than native resolution if you want to get the best possible result, but you want to have the minimum number of pixels being rendered and the minimum loads in the right places. You also want to not really impose too much on SteamVR. You want to up the resolution in PyTool before you get to SteamVR because there's a little bit of a blur filter. But it's just figuring out your algorithm, creating a quick little spreadsheet that has some drop downs so it's very quick to reconfiguring it, adding a little bit of conditional formatting so it turns red if you set things where it's worse than a benchmark that you've run previously. And then you can quickly say, this is the minimum resolution that I need to run at these particular settings to get this result, and that's how you get something like this 8KX to run maybe on a little bit lesser hardware or maybe just to optimize performance.
Yeah. Wow, you hear it? I mean, this is complicated stuff.
You obviously found the right geek to fix, to set things up for you, and I'm the enjoyable recipient of that expertise.
Yeah, indeed. So a couple of more questions.
Yes.
How about the screen door effect? Do you see any kind of screen door effect, like a pixel pattern?
A little bit, but it's as I mentioned earlier, it's the best I've seen yet. Every year I've come and I've been disappointed with what I've seen. This is the first time I'm in poverty mode right now, unfortunately. But if I had the money to plunk down, I'd go go away with one of these today. I'd walk away with one.
How about the field of view then? Do you see many
Field
much
of view
distortion?
was excellent. I felt totally immersed. I felt like I was there in the machine. Matthew mentioned that occasionally it might glitch, but I didn't see any glitches.
Well, actually-
everything was stable.
Well, actually, the glitch I mentioned is only if you're like walking around in DCS
Okay.
because it's not quite meant for that. There's a particular. I don't think it's actually a glitch in the tracking. I think it's just a software thing where if you move from one position to the next, it sort of shifts over, and that's like when you're stepping outside the cockpit. You wouldn't do that sitting down and actually fly the aircraft.
No, that's true. Interesting.
Well, I'm likely to step outside of the cockpit. I mean, that's what I want from VR is the ability to move around and look at
yeah.
things.
That's
and
what I love with
experience
X-Plane
them.
actually, that you can actually teleport
Yes.
around on the airport and then jump into the aircraft and do
Right.
all those stuff.
Actually, he had a chance to try that. I hit the F2 key for him so he could see the aircraft from the outside.
Oh.
Yeah, and that was excellent. I was there just in space. I could look down past, well, I couldn't see my feet, of course, but
Wow.
I could look below me and see the terrain moving by as I was traveling. So that's the kind of experience I'm looking for. That's
yeah,
awesome.
Yeah, indeed, I agree totally. One more thing.
Yes.
The dashboard. I mean,
Yes.
can you read everything? People are constantly asking me, can you read everything? The day gauges, the small text and stuff.
So I wasn't looking at that exactly. What I recall is that I could see everything I wanted to see. I was frustrated because I couldn't actually reach out and grab or see my hands, but I'm sure that can be added with the right gloves and so forth.
Sure.
So I was very, very happy with what I saw.
Wow. That sounds like
I want one. Sorry, I wish I could go home with one.
yeah, we all do. Actually, I don't even own a unit myself
Okay.
yet. But yeah, I really look forward to release this unit. And
Yes.
actually, we are starting to ship those to the first, a small amount of backers of the 8KX. We're starting to ship them now,
Okay.
already right after CES, probably the next week, before
Fantastic.
the Chinese. Yeah, before the Chinese New Year starts. It's going to be sent without the mask though, because the mask, the modular auto strap, will
Yeah.
be ready in February.
Okay.
So the mask will be sent when it's ready to all these people. And
So
then
are you developing this? Are you the developer?
no, I'm the marketing
Marketing
director.
guy, okay.
Yeah. So I'm not really developing these, but I've been in Shanghai, at the Shanghai office. I've been
Got
talking
you.
to the engineers.
Got
I've been
you.
helping them out, testing these units and
Yes.
giving them like my impressions and my recommendations and such. And actually, this 8KX has improved a lot ever since I was in Shanghai last time.
Wonderful.
Yeah, and we're still keeping improving it, and it's going to get improved. And we're still working on a higher refresh rate than 75 hertz in native mode,
Right.
because it's 75 hertz in native mode and it's 120 hertz in the upscale mode, which you can turn on in the PyTool just
Nice.
in like 2 seconds.
Well, I'm very impressed.
Thank you so
I
much.
want one. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Enjoy the show.
Thank you.
And thank you so much to Matthew, a great guy. Check him out on the forums as well, on Pimax forums, right?
Yes.
Or it's called OpenMR forums these days.
Oh, yes.
And those calculations you have made, I actually got them on paper. The calculations to optimizing games like that, like simulators like DCS, they are available at forums as well, right?
Yes, they're actually on my GitHub, github.com/mirage335/extended capital I interface, and the spreadsheet is called param.ods, param.ods.
I will add that to the video description as soon as I can. Maybe not right after I post the video, but I will add that in one day or whatever. We have a lot to do today. We're going to wrap this up in a couple
Absolutely.
of hours. Thank you so much, Matthew.
you.
Talk to you later. Guys, let's go over here. Let's see if we can find some more impressions of the 8KX. Currently, there's less and less people here right now because, I mean, this is the last hours of CES and a lot of people are leaving. They're taking their planes back. We have some guys playing around with the Artisan over there. Here we have, it's actually Upload VR trying out the 8KX right now. So I'm not sure I'm able to ask them about their impressions because they want to save them, of course, for their own magazine and their YouTube channels and such. They're recording probably, or they did it at least earlier. So yeah, Upload VR, you probably know about them. It's one of the biggest VR magazines online. I would like to, meanwhile we're waiting for more people trying out, especially the simulators over there. I could maybe answer a couple of questions that many of you have had regarding the 8KX. And yes, it runs in 120 Hertz in the upscale mode. And yes, it's very simple to change to the upscale mode. You just go into PyTool, you choose between DSC, which is the native mode, the digital signal compression mode, and the upscale mode. You just click on it, PyTool restarts, you start up SteamVR again, and now it's basically an 8K plus, but in 120 Hertz. Also, about extensions. A lot of people are asking for extensions. The cable is 5 meters long, but right after CES, when we were heading back to Florida, Davenport, when the office is, on Pimax office, we will try a special 2-meter extension cable. If it works, I'm going to let you know about it. There's a big chance we're going to have this working with the 8KX. So in total, we could have 7 meters of cable for the 8KX. I know a lot of people have been asking for this. Now, we have some more people trying this headset right now. So let's see. Hey, Kevin.
Hey, how are you doing? I am doing well.
I'm doing some impressions of the 8KX.
Right.
Although there's less people here today, of course.
Sure.
People are leaving right now.
And they're hobbling around like, you know, they've walked around a lot maybe.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
we've had Upload here today. They're
We
still
have.
here testing.
We have. Hopefully, you know, hopefully that turns out okay.
Yeah. We had WCCFW.
Where are they
no.
at? Are they over there somewhere?
What are they called even?
WCCF, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
they're
were
great.
here. They tested the 8KX. They tested
Did they?
the 8K Plus.
That's excellent.
Yeah.
I read on their thing. I'm a fan of theirs. I read their
Oh,
site.
yeah. Same here.
And they're one of my daily read sites, actually.
Yeah.
And I saw they had mentioned something that they were going to come by here. So
Sure. They were here.
I was hoping they would.
They tested all of the 8KXs, but
That's
they
great.
will come back later on again, as far as I know.
Right, great.
Kevin, thank you for. I have to ask 2 questions. All right. Sir, are you okay if I ask you a couple of questions about the experience you're doing right now?
I'm from Pimax. Yeah, I'm operating the flight.
Okay.
Looks really cool. Oh my god.
How do you feel? So you're working at B Haptics?
Yep.
Oh, cool.
We're a haptic company.
Wow, awesome. I've been actually planning to get one of your gear. It's
Okay.
really cool stuff.
Thank you.
So what do you think about the 8KX, the Vision 8KX?
Well, the first thing is that FOV. I mean, all the Pimax actually is doing, like their FOV is really cool. I mean, I cannot see any dead spot here. Okay, I'm gonna die. Ah!
You crashed.
Yeah. Again, well, the all the details in the cockpit is really awesome. I can distinguish all the text here, which is really kind of hard for the other HMD. So that's cool. Yeah.
Cool.
Especially for not just for gaming, but also this kind of training thing.
Sure.
Well, you need this to read this kind of text all the time.
So you're saying that you can read everything in the cockpit right now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's no blur or any acceleration?
Well,
or
it
something?
depends on the setting, but once you get correct IPD and like this, once you have a correct IPD, then yeah, everything is clear.
Yeah,
now.
it's very important to have the correct IPD, especially with wide field of view
Yeah,
headsets.
yeah.
It's way more sensitive than, for example, the HTC Vive Pro. I could use HTC Vive Pro with any IPD settings, it was still fine for me. But here you really have to dial in your correct IPD. Now, screen door effect. Do you see any pixel pattern in the image?
Actually, I'm not that familiar with screen door impact. Just what I feel is, as just normal customer, well, it looks good. It looks cool.
But I mean, do you see any pixel pattern in the image? Like if you look
No,
around?
not at all. I'm trying to do well. No, not at all. What I can see is just a beautiful like sky here.
Cool. We're using the new modular audio strap, which is the strap around your head right now. How do you feel about the comfort?
Well, good. I mean, it has a great weight balance actually, and then well, just feel natural really.
Great. And now I'm not sure if you can hear any audio. I think we
audio is
switched it
not
on.
here.
Yeah, we have audio on the second one. I don't know what happened here. It was working like an hour ago, but it's probably just the Windows settings because we're switching between games and sometimes we're running other simulators. So that's why probably the audio is not working right now. So yeah, what more to tell? What headsets are you running? I mean, using otherwise at home?
We have a lot.
Oh yeah,
like
after
Oculus
the
Quest,
haptics.
Oculus Quest, Rift 5 Pro, 5, and
Valve index also?
Valve is on the way.
Okay,
For that.
I mean, if you compare this to Vive Pro, for example, how do you feel?
Well, I never really tried this kind of detailed experience with the Vive Pro, but I'm pretty sure it has a more resolution than the Vive Pro, so must be good, must be better. At least the FOV makes a huge difference.
Oh yeah, definitely. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Enjoy. So let's see. Let me just check if there is some people over there trying it out right now. Yeah. Yes.
Just a postscript to the previous interview. I
Yes.
just sat in the machine again.
Yes.
And I couldn't read the labels on the instruments. The only reason is I don't read Russian. But I got up close. I could see every label, every detail, every letter. I could read the heads-up display perfectly.
Yeah.
The numbers
Yeah, the
in
airplane.
a relaxed and easy view. So I'm blown away by this device. It's
Nice to hear.
awesome.
It's the Su-25T airplane, which is Russian, so there's a lot of
Okay.
Russian stuff.
So yeah, I just thought I'd give you a little laugh there if I could.
Yeah, definitely. That was funny.
I can't read them
Yeah.
because they're Russian, but I could see every character in fine detail.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
Thank you so much, Dan.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. So now we have some girl over here testing the Aerofly FS2 flight simulator. We'll see what she has to say about it. Let me just squeeze in here. It's B-Haptics as well. Oh, she's from B-Haptics as well. So, but I mean, skilled people in VR are actually good to ask their opinions about. Excuse me, could I ask you a couple of questions? No. Okay, no. I get a no. Women, they don't like me. Okay, you know what? Let's go around instead. Let's go around and check. So we're here in one of the other stations with an 8KX. We have Benjamin here trying out the 8KX in the lab. I think it's the robot experience or whatever it's called, robotic something. And I would like to ask you a couple of questions, Benjamin.
Sure.
Do you see any screen door effect or something like that?
Not really. Can I somehow adjust the distance between
Oh yeah,
my
absolutely,
my
absolutely.
focus?
The IPD adjustment can be adjusted. If I grab one of your controllers, you can just put your thumb over here, and here it is. It's really important to adjust your IPD. It's you can get such a difference in clarity and sharpness and everything if you adjust your IPD. If you don't do that, you can get a bad experience. But it's so easy.
No,
You
it's
just-
really good. Yeah.
Sorry?
Awesome. No, it's really good.
No, it's really good. You see, I mean, now we getting there. So, tell me more. Tell me more. What about these small details in the image? Can you like distinguish stuff? Can you read the text and all that?
Yeah, that's what I'm interested in since I'm a VR developer myself, and we're doing HMI testing for automotive. So
Wow.
I'm interested in reading small fonts. Oh, there seems to be a small font. Okay, this does not count because it has the lines.
Oh yeah. So, have you been using Valve Index, for example?
I tried it out. It has super good like pixel quality, display quality, but not the density.
Okay. So this 8KX you're trying right now, the Pimax Vision 8KX, do you feel it's a step up from the Valve Index or not?
Well, I like the field of view. It's awesome.
And in terms of the resolution?
In terms of the yeah, definitely.
Do you see distortions in the image, like on the sides or something? Some people are mentioning that there might be some distortion in the peripheral view.
It feels like there is some chromatic aberration, but I would not care because that's not where I would look like, right?
And one more thing, the comfort. How do you feel about the comfort? We're using the new modular audio strap. What do you think about it?
It feels good. It's not too heavy or something.
Is it balanced?
Yeah. It feels like well, part of my head or something. So nothing that I can like shake around or something.
Cool. Thank you so much, Benjamin. Enjoy the game. I'm going to walk further. Thanks. So let's see. I think Upload VR are ready over there. So maybe we might be able to go and check out if there's some other people trying out the games. No, they're not. There's a guy actually testing the Artisan. Why not just ask him about what he feels about the Artisan? I mean, why not? Hey, you're playing with the Artisan, right? Oh, he's from Apple.
Yes.
Hi. How are you doing?
Good. Okay.
Okay, so you just tried the Pimax Artisan, which is the entry-level VR headset.
Yes. Oh. I got captured. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a couple of questions. You can say what it is.
Okay.
What do you feel about this headset?
Oh, I feel it's good because I feel kind of like low latency and the content is awesome and very intuitive, easy to use. Because I don't have any background of this game or anything. I just wore it like 1 minute ago. I can like play with it.
Sure.
It's good.
This headset is running in 120 hertz, so it's 120 frames per second. Do you think that's enough for VR?
Because I don't know that specific numbers, but right now my experience is good.
Okay. How do you feel about the field of view? It's not the largest field of view as you have probably seen in the other stations.
Right, no. Because I think it all depends on contents. For this content, this FOV is good. But for other content, maybe you need more like explore like FOVs.
Oh yeah, like the 8KX over there. Have you tried the 8KX
No,
over there?
I have not.
Okay, I definitely recommend you to try it
Okay.
if you have the time.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you.
Let me know, what do you feel about the 8KX?
Oh man, it's so much better than I expected it to be. You know, usually you think 8K is just, you know, a number, but I have a Samsung Odyssey at home, and so you know, I thought that was a good screen with the Vive Pro screen, but yeah, it's incredible.
Samsung Odyssey, are you using the Samsung Odyssey or the Odyssey Plus?
The Plus.
The Plus,
yes.
Okay, so this is a very good question now. Odyssey Plus compared to the 8KX, what's the difference really? I mean, when it comes to the sharpness and clarity and the pixel pattern?
Oh, there's no comparison with the sharpness and the resolution. I mean, I could barely make out pixels in this one. I tried, you know. It's really awesome.
How do you feel about the field of view in this experience?
That too. I mean, I never really had a problem with the smaller field of view with the 130 degrees of the Odyssey Plus, but putting this on, it's just wow. I have peripheral vision finally.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Could you see the small text and all the details? Is it easy readable, or is it still a problem to read the text? How do you feel about that?
It was pretty readable. I still had some trouble focusing on some points closer to me. Like I was trying to see the cubicles that were closer, you know, and there's a little bit of parallax kind of effects there. But that may just be the.
Did you dial in your IPD, by the way?
I tried to.
You tried.
Yeah.
Okay. But that could do a lot actually for the focusing and for the sharpness.
I have a pretty small IPD.
Yeah. So do you think the $12.99 for a headset like this with the strap is not including the base stations and control? Is that reasonable?
So what's the retail for?
$12.99. So
US dollars.
US dollars, yes.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, the Vive Pro is running for something around there as well, right?
Yeah, that's almost the same price. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah.
And the full bundle would be something like $1,800. Cool.
Yeah.
Are you ready to get one?
Oh, I'd love to. I just got my Odyssey Plus though, so maybe in a couple of years, maybe when the price goes a little down.
All right, sounds great. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. All right, let's go, guys. We might find some more people here. We'll see. If we're lucky. There's someone over there trying out the 8KX in a simulator.
170 degrees horizontal, 200 degrees diagonal.
I'm just trying to see if I can land it here.
Hello, Ronald. Nice to see you.
Yep.
Could I ask you a couple of questions about your experience right now?
Sure.
Awesome, thank you. How do you feel about the experience in the Aerofly FS2 flight simulator on the Pimax 8KX?
I'm liking it actually. I'm liking it. I'm trying to get a feel for it with these you know, with these because like here.
Yeah.
I thought I had it and I didn't have it.
I can put you up in the air if you want to. I can make it
That's all right.
happen.
I'm just trying to. What's happening is I'm grabbing the controls and it's not grabbing them.
Oh yeah. There might be some tracking issue. There's so many base stations around there, everywhere. So how do you feel about the image?
It's good. The software is, I think, your limitation. on it when you get close to the ground with a helicopter.
But can you read the gauges on the dashboard? I mean, the text and all these gauges in the helicopter?
That's a little harder, but I should be closer to them, and I don't know how to do that.
Oh, wait a second. Is that better? Lean back a little bit. There we go. Now it should be correct.
Okay, now I'm not grabbing the controls again. There we go.
Yeah, it's a little bit tricky.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I'm still a little ways from those controls, and I'm catching myself leaning into them. But
have you tried any other headsets, by the way, here on this one?
I love these. The headsets are good.
But how do you feel about this 8KX compared to the other headsets?
No, I have not tried other headsets. I've tried other headsets for other simulators, but not airplanes.
Okay, I see.
So, but these have obviously got really good, really good depth perception. Now I am seeing. See, I'm trying to. Again, see, I'm thinking I've got it grabbed and I don't. Oh, there it goes. Sorry, I'm not giving you the answers you want there. I'm trying to concentrate on not dying.
Totally okay. It's totally fine.
No, I love the fact I can look anywhere and see anything. That feels good. Whoa.
Are you flying in real life as well, or?
Oh yes.
Oh, so you are a pilot, right?
Oh yes, yeah. I'm helicopter instrument rated. I've got jets. I've got twin engines.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what would you say the difference between reality and virtual reality when flying helicopters and such?
You know that my biggest problem is that I grab hold of the controls and I don't have them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I grab it and they're not there.
Yeah, they're physically not there. Yeah.
But that could be solved with manual controls.
Absolutely.
But it feels really good. I'm getting a lot of I don't know what it felt normal when I could grab them, but when you let go, of course, it's you're upside down.
Yeah, of course. Thank you so much.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Thank you.
I thought I knew you were interviewing, but I didn't realize I was on camera. So
it's okay.
But
It's
no,
just
I love the feeling. The feeling is, I've got a simulator that's got screens, and the feeling of this is actually better if we could get the graphics improved a little bit. But that's the software, not that. But,
I see.
But I think if we had manual controls, I think it'd actually be pretty good.
Yeah, you can use HOTAS controllers. You can use any kind of joysticks and yokes and
yes,
pedals.
Yes.
Rudders.
No. I like it. I like it a lot.
Cool.
I like it a lot.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Ronald.
you. Thanks.
So guys, right now we have a calm moment here. It's so nice just to basically don't have the booth full of people as we had before. So I'm gonna end up this little clip, which got longer than I actually planned for. I'm gonna be back with another video. We're gonna try the Yaw VR. I'm really excited about it with the 8KX, of course. Hope you like this one. Thank you for watching and see you in a moment. Cheers.